We're here, sports fans, live. Portland High School. I don't know what we call this little
I think
road down here. We need to come
Kyle
up with a
calls
name.
it a sports facility,
Sports facility.
sports
I like
complex.
I like the name sports facility. We're here tonight watching your Portland Lady Panthers, record of 1-19, going against Bowling Green Purples. And with their uniforms on tonight, you definitely can see the purple in it.
They look a little grapish.
They're terrible. I mean, the hoodie that floats around town sometimes, that I'm okay with that. Or I even had a T-shirt with spikes once on it that was kind of. But the whole uniform, that color, is just very gauche. Is gauche a word that can be used in that place? Gauche?
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know fancy words. Kyle's the fancy word person. Base hit, first pitch. Could be a double. Yeah, we don't know who hit it. I'm hoping Game Changer will catch up with us.
Game Changers just had number 11. No name there. But you do have Brooklyn Davies as your pitcher. She started the other night. Did really well. Came out. And Bree Roberts came in. And then Davies came back in for a little bit.
So the first pitch, base hit.
First pitch, stealing.
Yeah, easy stolen base. There we go, number 11. Finally.
That was a ball on the first pitch.
It's windy tonight, so we get a little mic interference. We apologize, but there's nothing we can do about it. Both of these teams have played Franklin Simpson. Bowling Green beat Franklin Simpson, and we did not. That was a good ground out there by that Story at third, right?
Yeah, that was real Story, who was able to throw it over to, held the runner at second for a minute there and threw over to first, and when the throw happened, the runner went to third. So you got one out, runner on third base.
Yep, 5-3 on the play. It's critical to make the routine plays. If you don't, an avalanche is going to happen.
Nice catch there by Weatherford, the catcher. Ball was low and inside, and she was able to stop it. Davies goes high with the second pitch. Count's going to be 2-0.
Yeah, and if you notice here, it's pretty common. The infield's up, and our shortstop's dropping back now. They're all going to try to make the play to the plate. That's where baseball varies, because it's close in the game here. You're going to concede the run in the middle. You're going to have your corners up. They hit the ball right to third, checking them in one or first, but your middle. And the reason why you don't want to give up a cheap base hit and really get an avalanche of runs going.
4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls for Davies right there. She was trying to go inside on her.
Yep, now there's no doubt they're going to steal. If they throw through, they'll score.
Number 33 is up.
I'm surprised they didn't go first pitch. Other than this girl might be slower than a whatever.
Slower than slow.
Slower than slow. How's that? That sounds great. Slower than slow.
First pitch was high.
Nice play.
There it is.
Woo!
Great play by Morgan Sells.
Yeah,
shortstop.
6U3 for an unassisted double play.
She got the grounder, was close to second base right there, was able to step on the bag herself and make the throw over to first. Like Coach said, for a double play, she gets out of the inning there. With the way it started out, excuse me, it looked a little scary there, but
yeah, leadoff doubles are
Yeah.
always scary, but the Panthers did a fantastic job of, Story made a great play at third or a routine play at third, but all plays are great plays if you make them. And then we did that unassisted double play, 6U3. Fantastic job.
So, going back to the first game that you broadcasted with us, we saw a lot of fielding mistakes, not going where you needed to go with the ball in certain situations, and the pitching and everything. Davies is back. Pitching got better Thursday night. And then the hitting's always been there, I believe, and we really showed it the other night. And then we got ourselves into trouble with some. Again, you walk somebody or hit somebody, you get people on the bases, and then next thing, you've got a base hit. Well, that's moving runners around, and you can't do nothing with base hits unless the only way you can defeat base hits is with pitching. I think that's where our downfall is right now for this team is our pitching, but it's getting stronger. Watching Davies pitch right there, we had one base on ball. It didn't hurt us, but I think our fielders were getting better. They're more relaxed, I think. And then, like I said, if we can get, if we give up, a walk or a base hit, but we got to make the outs. Our pitcher has to know that they don't have to strike everybody out. That you've got people behind you that's going to be able to make the play.
Yeah, that's important. And that night we were doing the game, it was cold too, and that stuff, it makes a big difference when you're trying to play a game that your glove is leather and it's cold. It just, I don't know, it's not near as fun as when it's a little bit warmer. Tonight's a perfect night for softball or baseball for that matter. So we're leading off here, Morgan Sells, shortstop, made a great play to end that top of the first inning. She takes a first pitch ball high. I'm trying to get this lineup in my scorebook. Strike, swinging. The only bad thing about this vantage point is no scoreboard help. But hey, you got game changer, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just depends on how quick whoever's doing the game changer.
That's true. Or your Wi-Fi reception.
That's true. So the count is 1-2 to Sells. Balls down low and outside. Makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice swing right there. She fouls it back. Count stays 2-2.
Yeah, shout out to my middle school team tonight. They're not doing anything. We had a game scheduled, and we couldn't. 3 days before we play, it's kind of hard to get it rescheduled. Everybody's got their umps lined up and all that, and we couldn't get up to Scottsville to play up their field. We were,
Nice. Burnt. Out.
Home run.
No. Off the top of the fence. Sells has a stand-up double. The way that ball was,
ball.
The outfielder realized she was burnt, and then the wind blowing out straightaway center. That was hit to left center, and the way it looked, it almost looked like it was going out. We both called it out.
Yeah, it just kept going and going. At first, I knew it burned her, but I thought it was just going to give it over. But it just kept going.
It hit about 1.5 feet down from the top of the fence right there.
Yeah, now Brooklyn Davies is up. I don't know how softball works a lot. I know you want to move your runner up. She did a nice bunt. Third baseman boots it. I'm calling that an E5. I don't know. Like I said, softball's a little different than baseball. If that was baseball, it would have been an error for sure. But it was a bunt attempt that
the third baseman knew what it was. She was charging. She had the glove on it. So yeah, it's definitely.
But it was a great bunt.
It was.
So she was in a rush. So if I'm her mom, I might want to give it a hit.
No.
But she should have made at least a play. But it was a great bunt.
Most parents.
I know.
Most parents are going to be tougher on their kids.
Well, no, I don't know that.
Well,
but I know some parents. Like I would say, McKelvey's mom. She's probably pretty tough on her. That's why she's such a good athlete. But I don't know. But on my team, most parents aren't hard on their kids. It's amazing. But anyway, we don't need to go off the rails already.
We got Addie McKelvey up, batting third, no outs. She fouled off a bunt attempt just now on the first pitch. So the count is 0-1. And that gives us 2 left-handers with Davies and McKelvey up batting. She bunts again, trying to go down third base line, bunts it foul.
Yeah, I like the thought here. They're coming up hard though. Once you show the bunt one time, and they cut that distance down, it's tough to bunt a runner in, especially here, because unlike baseball, you can't get a head start on a squeeze type of thing. But I like the idea for sure. So she fouled that ball off with 2 strikes on her.
Yep.
McKelvey's got a good bat. She's got good hand-eye coordination. I'm gonna see her gonna slash a base hit right here and get a run in.
Good eye. Low and outside. Count's going to be 1-2.
She can play because she's fast. That helps. 2, she can catch the ball in the outfield. 3, she's got a cannon. And she looks like she's got some really good hand-eye coordination. So there's your, pop fly into the infield. So as I was talking great about her, she popped up to the second baseman for an easy out. But that happens sometimes. But she battled. She took 4 or 5 pitches in the count.
Well, with the way the wind's blowing and everything, you just never know how the ball's going to be up there in the air and if they can judge it good enough. So there's going to be 1 out. Runners on first and third.
Stolen base here. Brooklyn Davies.
You got Weatherford up now. She hit a home run the other night. Took it over left field fence. She turned on one, man. It was nice. And then I think she hit another one in the gap or off the fence.
Change up. Fooled her a little bit. The thing here, you want to for sure get you some contact to maybe get a runner in. The shortstop playing a major pull up here, so there's a big gap in the middle of the field right now.
Bunt attempt right there.
That's the one thing I would do if I was the head baseball coach here. See how those students were sitting over there watching. One night that we didn't have a baseball game and we had a softball game, I'd make all my team show up and we'd grill out and have a little tailgate up on top of the hill rooting on the girls. I think that shows good school camaraderie, so to speak.
Pitch is just outside. Going to make it 2-2, I believe.
Yep, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Ooh. Looked a little tight and in to me, but.
Yeah, called a strike right there on the inside corner. That's going to be 2 outs.
Yeah, just like I said, we're in center field, but a softball field's not that far away compared to baseball, and we got a good straight on view. That looked a little low and in.
Yeah, Napier is up to bat now.
Raylene Napier.
Yes.
I would click over for stats, but it takes too long to get back and forth. What I don't like about Game Changer, you can't copy and paste, and that would be so much easier before every game. But you have to take pictures and type it out and then move it over, and that's just kind of a total pain. A base hit right here would be big. At least score 1 run, but if it got through the infield, probably score 2.
It's going to be low and inside. All 3 pitches have been low, so you count as 3-0. 2 outs. I think you make your pitch to you.
It almost looked like they didn't want anything to do with her.
It almost did. That was an intentional walk.
Yeah, it looked that way to me. I don't know. You're spot on. You're getting your balls to hit a little low and inside strike, called 3s, and then the next batter, you can't throw the ball over the plate. That just seems kind of weird.
I think we have McKinley Thornton up.
Yep, McKinley Thornton, center fielder.
Oh, no, that's Mikkel Thornton in.
Okay, my
center
bad.
field, 22, yeah.
McHale. Let me get the name right. I got the last name right.
She takes the first pitch as a strike. The second pitch is a swing and miss. Now 0-2, 2 outs. Bases are loaded.
Uh-oh, base hit? No, off the wall.
I like that, though. I like that the pitch was outside. She just took it that way.
Yep, just barrel it up.
Yep. To get anything to the outfield, you got 2 runs. Here comes the pitch. High and outside.
Actually, you got to watch where she snuck that one inside low pitch on for a called strike 3. So that's tough. You don't want to guess, but you got to pay attention to it.
Pitch was low. Count's gonna go 2-2 now. I'm sorry. Changeup. Changeup has her swinging and missing. That's going to be 3 outs. That's going to be the end of the first. Score is 0-0. We'll come back after a short break.
Tennessee Commission for the United States Semi-Quincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
This is Portland High School Hall of Famer Philip Gunner Thayer. You are listening to PHS Athletics on Portland Sports Network.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, Portland sports fans. It's not good to text and drive, and it's not good to text and broadcast either. We're at Portland High School softball field. Your Lady Panthers playing Bowling Green Extremely Purples tonight. It's 0-0 at the end of one inning. Yeah, top of the first. I was going to go to their website to see if I could get some names, but I can't. Don't have time. But I'm going to try before we get over with. First pitch was a ball. So it's number 5 up to bat. I have no clue where she plays. I have no clue of anything except that she's number 5 and wearing some extremely ugly purple uniforms.
Pitch is swung, fouled back. That's going to end up being 1-1 now.
But they do have a website. I thought I'd jump over there to get their lineup before I came back to ours.
Davies still on the mound. Nice little changeup.
It was
Calling
just a tad bit high.
Yep. Counts will go 2-1.
A lot of times you can go to this and you hit the Bowling Green thing and it tags, like if the scorekeeper here can find theirs on the deal, it'll tag it, which is pretty cool sometimes.
Ball's low and inside. Just kind of watching Davies wind up and pitch. It's like she's either off balance or going across her body sometimes, and that's where she loses her control a little bit, and just kind of watching her here. Ball's up. It's going to be short left field, and there's Addie McKelvey there running in from left field to make the catch.
Yeah, it was no problem for her. She ate it up.
Going to be 1 out, top of the second, where your score is 0-0 as your Lady Panthers take on the Bowling Green. I guess we're calling them purples. That's what they are?
That's what they're
Okay.
really the purples. I'm not exaggerating.
Yes, they are.
So
it wouldn't be bad if they had a darker purple. They got
they
this light
do.
purple.
That's their
Really
So
makes them look like grape ape.
their game is not being scored. It's just being videoed. So I tried my very best to go, well, I got their team here. This is just going to take up too much time.
First pitch is a ball, a little bit high. Davies coming with the second pitch. Inside a little bit for ball 2. Count's going to be 2-0. Davies gets the signal. Nice strike right there. Hitter fouls it off down third base line. Going to make the count 2-1.
What number is this person? Can you
19,
tell?
19.
All right, so I'm getting names here. I'm not going to get the first names. It takes too much time. 19 is Showmake. Shoeemake. Showmake.
Shoemake.
Shoemake.
Left fielder, I think.
Shoemake.
Ball is low as it bounces right before the plate. That's going to be 3-1 the count now. Davies gets the signal. Ball's high for ball 4. That'll be her second walk.
So you get me the number the first time through, I'll get you the name.
Runner on first with 1 out.
Oh!
You heard it all the way out here.
Yeah, you did. That didn't
Number
feel
25. Number 25 gets hit right in the thigh. I'm talking right in the meat.
good. Or if she didn't have any meat, right in the bone. 25.
Well, it smacked pretty loud there.
It was really loud. You could hear it. Catherite.
So again, that's what we was talking about between a base on ball and a hit by pitch. You've got runners on first and second with 1 out. You know, you can't make outs, you can't make plays on those right there. Those are free bases right there. And you know, if you get number 10 is up now. You know, she goes up and gets a base hit. You got at least 1 run right there.
Number 10 is Kington. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. If a team hits 300, right, and you walk them and you hit them, they're still going to hit 300, but you're putting people on base in front of the 300. So it's almost them hitting 500. And so because you're giving them that.
Ball is high, passes the catcher, and the runners advance up to third and second.
So it's a wild pitch. And if you do it the way my wife does it, which is the right way, she's National Certified Baseball Scorekeeper, by the way. You put WP1 because if the next time there's a WP on the same deal, that would be WP2. So you can remember on your scorebook which one was the one that made a move up.
Ball is inside. It's going to be ball 2. It's going to be a 2-1 count now.
Whoa. That was a shot.
That was a strike. She took it down third base line about head high, just foul. So that makes the count 2-2 with 1 out in the top of the second here. As Portland's trying to come out of this, the walk and a hit by pitch. And a wild pitch to move the runners up. You got 2 runners in scoring position here.
Baseball, a good low outside pitch is really effective in this part. Oh, it just hit her in the arm.
So you got another hit by pitch. Looks like she was trying to run a changeup there off speed.
Yeah, changeup wouldn't be bad since she jumped all over the first pitch, but I'd like something outside a little bit instead of inside. But she probably tried.
And watching our pitchers, watching Roberts and Davies and coaches, Bowling Green coach is now talking. I guess they're
pitch
looking for
courtesy
a pitch
runner,
Yeah.
so it must be the pitcher or catcher.
I believe she's a catcher.
Yeah, and I don't know in girls softball if you can courtesy for the pitcher or not like you do in boys, but baseball.
But anyway, on their changeups, when they try to throw the changeups, this looks like that's where we have our most trouble. They either stick in their hand and it goes high, or we have no control with it, and most of the time it goes outside or inside. So, you know, it's it's new pitches that you're trying to learn, or maybe you're trying to learn something different, a different grip of it, and everything. But that looks like just from the, I guess this is our fourth game now watching, at least for me, that it is.
Hit her again. I need that girl's number if you don't mind, if you can get it for me.
Oh, the one that just got hit?
Yeah.
Number 3. So we had another hit Spatman. So we've had
Ferris.
3 hit by pitches and 1 walk. We just advanced a runner in. Score is going to be 1-0 Bowling Green now.
So we back up to the top. Klein, number 11.
They just now advanced the runners on Game Changer here.
Well, I think softball hits 9, don't they?
Yeah, they can hit 10.
Can they really?
I think so. Number
So
11.
you're going to have an EH?
You can have a, well, I take that back. You got a DP and a flex is what they call it.
Okay, so we got Klein back up.
Yeah.
I think she got a base hit to left the last time. I
Yeah,
didn't make
she
that
ripped
mark.
one. She ripped one to left field.
Yeah, we left her stranded on third.
And then she stole second on the first pitch. She went after the first pitch, so this is where I'd probably come with a changeup or something outside.
And they actually scored right there on that hit by
Yes,
pitch.
they did.
So they've 1-0 right now.
Yes.
Yeah, this is somebody that just ripped you earlier, so you need to try to be careful to a point. Another base hit between short and third. So she's 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody moved up a bag. So now we've got a 2-0 lead with the bases loaded and 1 out. And the batter now is Yarborough. She grounded out to third base the last time up. She fouls that ball off to the backstop. There's a beautiful Purple Martins coming back. They're in full roost right now, dude. That house is full. I need to get the post straight, though.
Here comes the pitch.
Oh. Good play.
Nice.
She misread it at first, but made a good adjustment on it. Caught it in center field, then everybody advances. She did a great job, though, of throwing the ball to third instead of doing what a lot of bonehead baseball players do, and that's try to take it all the way home. So it was a great job, but they did get an RBI on this fly out to center field.
Great job by Michaela Thornton there, tracking the ball, making the catch, and like you said, I like the way she threw it in toward third base instead of trying to go home with it. She had no shot at that, but she did have a shot in case the runner overran third there.
Yeah, the only other thing that you could do there, hit the short, throw across diamond. Ooh, it's going to be close. They called her out.
Yeah. 3 outs.
The only other thing she could have done was take the ball to second base, since that's a shorter throw, and not let that girl tag up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's because it was a deep crush ball. But Portland in that inning, they got 1 hit, or we didn't get 1 hit. Bowling Green got 1 hit, but they scored 3 runs, and that was off a walk, hit by pitch, hit by pitch, hit by pitch. And then, like I said, 1 base hit and then a fly out, so got all those scores. So I've got at the end of 1.5 innings, 3-0. You've got Game Changer up, so you can bail me out to make sure I'm not making a mistake.
No, that's 3-0.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the Portland Game Changer. So I've got their names now. I'm a little bit more comfortable than just saying their numbers.
I tell you what, the number 11, the shortstop, who went 2 for 2 and everything. When she gets on second base, watch how she signals the batter. I was watching
the pitches?
That. Yeah. So she'll sit there, and then when the batter, the first time she was on second base, she acted like she was throwing her arm back behind her, but she was trying to tell the batter the catcher set up to the outside. And then this time here, I was watching the catcher, and she set up middle in, and she kind of threw her arm out in front of her and everything. And I'm like, sneaky. Most people
I mean,
wouldn't catch it, but everybody
coach
does it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a lot of people at this level don't do it.
Yeah,
you know?
she's smart enough to know how to do it. And then if the catcher is not smart enough to change her signs up, then she's tipping the sign too, because she'll see the finger down and know what's going on.
That's like watching the Texas OU softball games this weekend and everything. What I've noticed was their catchers, both of them, would sit right in the middle until as the pitcher started going through her windup and everything, then they would sit there and either slide to the outside or slide inside wherever they wanted. That way you couldn't tell where you was going with anything.
I got Braylon Roberts up. Second baseman, number 20.
Should be, yeah, Bree.
Bree?
Yeah.
I won't remember that. I'll try to write it right here. Bree. Swinging strike. So I think she's got 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the second inning. The Purples are winning 3-0.
But again, you look at the 3 runs they got, and 2 of them was off of base on balls and
yeah, they only
and
got
hit by
one
pitch,
hit that
yeah.
inning and got 3 runs out of it. So the clock was going with people on base. It's just going to kill you every time. And it gets your defensive players flat-footed as well. She fouled that one off, keeping her AB alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. No outs, bottom of the second inning. Roberts at bat, second baseman. Pitch hit over, foul to first baseman for an out. So pop up P3 and just put a little foul or put your little marker over there. So we got 1 out. Story Russell, third baseman, number 15 is up now. Good thing is it's not a no-hitter because we got a hit in the first inning. So unlike Kentucky did against Tennessee on Saturday, they got a hit. That's final games tonight, TV time.
what's that?
The Tennessee-Kentucky girls
Oh.
softball, they're getting where the SEC, they're moving one of the games back on Monday
Yeah.
because there's nothing else on TV. I think ACC baseball, I don't know if they still do that or not, but they used to do it where the SEC would just kind of take precedence on Thursday nights, and ACC used to play their one game on Monday night as well. I'll look later for scores and see if there's any college baseball games tonight.
Story Russell takes the count to 2-0. It's 1 out, bottom of the second. She takes the strike looking. Looked like she was taking the whole time there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Count's going to be 2-1. 3-1, I'm sorry. 3-1. I'm okay with that one too.
Yeah, it was a changeup. Unless you're sitting on it, once your foot lands,
Yeah.
if the ball's not there, that means it got you fooled. And with one more strike left, I would hang tight.
Nice. Nice at bat right there for Story. She gets a walk right there. Good eye. She ran the count full right there and then took the ball inside.
Yeah,
For a
now we
walk.
got Turner up to bat. Number 2. Hits the ball to second. Second baseman
She misses.
missed her. And there's
Stay.
yeah, that girl's
Get
got a
down.
cannon. She did good, though.
Safe. Man, so Story runs to second. Second baseman tries to tag her, misses her, decides to throw to second, throws a bad ball. Shortstop couldn't handle it. It goes into the short left center there. Story takes off to third base. Shortstop makes a throw over to third base. Story slides in head first for a safe call. So we got Story Russell on third. You got Turner on first. And now you have the coach appealing,
What was he appealing?
I guess, the tag.
Well, the girl, look, you can appeal all you want to, but she's not going to chase her if she makes the tag. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If she makes the tag, she's going to first to try to
She's
complete the
saying
double
now
play.
that she was out of the baseline.
Nah,
The way with his motion, his hand motioning,
yeah,
looked like he's trying to say that she was out of the baseline.
yeah, I totally disagree with that. She wasn't out of the baseline. It's, you get so many feet on each side, and I don't think she was out of whack, to be honest with you. But it never hurts to ask. And good for the umpire for listening, because I had one last week in Greenbrier. That guy wouldn't listen to anything, and we got it on video. He was wrong on a minimum of 3 calls. So, just listen. Just don't come out there as an ump with an attitude, right? Just come out and you're there for the kids.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. If
yeah.
you need help, ask for it. But don't be all mad about stuff.
So he loses his little appeal, I guess.
And he handled it very well. Like, thank you. I was just checking. And don't get me wrong, I'm not always calm and collective when I'm asking things. But, when I ask for a check swing and you don't give me one, then I'm going to get kind of aggravated at you.
We're back at the top of the line. We got Morgan Sells now up. She hits it to the left center field. It's in the gap. Oh, the center
nice
fielder
play.
comes over.
And we made a cardinal sin rule at third, because any line drive, pop fly, you tag up.
And so Coach Tucker's got her head dropped, and Story's trying to say it looked like it was a base
It
hit,
doesn't matter. You when you're on third base,
Sells hits it to
you
deep left
read
center.
line drive, fly ball. If you see a line drive or a fly ball off the bat, you automatically go back to tag, because if it falls in front of them, you're scoring anyway. So you just,
But Story sits there, and she took off running. And once they caught it, once the center fielder was able to get over there and catch it, she had to come back to third base. And by then, they got the ball in and everything. So
that cost them a run right there, because there was no way they were throwing her out at the plate.
no, that ball was hit too deep. And I'm not saying Davies is up, pops it up to shortstop for out number 3. I'm not saying that Coach Tucker wasn't sitting there telling her tag, 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 but you would think she would.
But you can't. Come on. As a coach, there's just so much going on, and you say that because as a coach, sometimes you freak out too, and you go, "That's down." But I always tell my kids, no matter I don't care what I say when I'm at third. Line drive, fly ball, you tag. No matter what, I tell them all.
There's a way to play it.
Yeah.
Just like you said, there's a way to play it. No matter what you say, no matter what's coming out of your mouth,
You
just like
tag on a fly ball,
right,
line drive.
just like anything else.
But anyway, at the bottom of second, we got no runs. We had a little rally going on. No runs, no hits, a couple errors, but I'm not going to score all the errors. I don't care. And we left 2 on base, right?
Yeah, we'll take a short break here.
Yeah, the 2 on base is going to hurt us.
Yeah. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back. And you're listening to Panther Softball on Portland Sports Network.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Welcome back, softball fans. We're in the top of the third, where the Bowling Green Purples are up to bat. The score is 3-0. We left 2 runners on the base pass, bottom half of the second just now. Shot line right back up center field for a base hit for number 33.
Turner. And for the ball game, we've left 5 on base in 2 innings.
So we're getting people on the base pass. We're hitting the ball.
Yeah, it's kind of like my middle school team. We just can't get them in sometimes.
Should have had at least one. And looks like we are pitch running.
Yeah, I don't know what position Turner plays, so I can't tell you.
If it was the same one that had that pin was pinch run for earlier.
Yeah, Morrison's up to bat now. She flied out or lined out to left field, and there's a difference between a line out and a fly out. Normally, if you line out, you tattoo that thing.
Low and inside. Runner's running.
What number is she? 17?
Yeah.
I'm not going back for her name, though. She's going to be the nameless runner that can fly because she's pretty quick.
So now, top of the third, no outs. Runner on second after the stolen base. Davies pitches. Right down the middle, and again, base hit right up the middle.
Yeah, the coach held her at third. I thought it was a hard hit, kind of deep. I thought he might go with it, but he held her up.
So
and I don't know. I know McKelvey's got a cannon for an arm, but I don't know if any or rest of our outfitters have their arms are.
That would have been Mikael Thornton, though. It would have been trying her arm there. Got another pinch runner. He just came in on first base.
So maybe his theory was there's no outs, first and third. I'm going to play it a little bit on the safe side instead of trying to stretch something and getting out at the plate.
You got number 19 up.
But you make a wide turn there at third, as in a decoy. See if we throw through and slide that person into second base there. You just watch the way the cutoffs are happening and stuff. You never know if you can get it, steal a free base there.
Goes the pitch. Davies is low and inside for ball one. The runner goes from first to second, non-contested. So
I'm still giving it a stolen base, though.
So now definitely it's what it is.
Well, they say, some people say if you don't throw, it's uncontested stolen, and it don't count, but I give it a stolen base.
Second pitch from Davies is a strike.
Yeah, Showmake walked her first time up, Shoemake, and she scored later on in the
I believe
inning.
this is where we went in from a walk into like 3 hits.
Yeah,
batsman.
walk, hit batter, hit batter, hit batter.
Yeah.
So we need to settle in here and see if we can stop this bleeding.
A little high. Gonna be ball two. Davies gets the signal. Comes the pitch.
It's a good pitch.
Strike right down the middle. Should be 2-2 now.
It's a good changeup. It looked like a change from here.
Counts 2-2. No outs. Runners on second and third. Ball goes out of the catcher's mitt.
Yeah,
Runner from third.
Can fly.
Runner from third scores. And it was, it hit her in the mitt. It hit Weatherford in the mitt right there and just kind of popped out, went behind her and everything. And you could tell she was frustrated with herself.
Yeah, and that's one of those
kind of went for the ball.
rising fastballs. Sometimes I've never caught a softball like that speed before, but it's probably hard to catch at times. Not knowing where it's going to top off for sure, but that girl who just ran can cruise, dude. She's fast.
So on the pass ball, it's going to be score's going to run. It's going to make it 4-0 here in the top of the third. Got no outs. Got a runner on third. Count is 3-2. Davy winds, and it's she pulls it down third base.
Yeah, she barreled it up. Just luckily she pulled it big time.
Gonna be a full count. Definitely don't want to leave it over the plate.
Yes, for sure. I agree.
I don't know if you're looking for a change up here or something to the outside. There's your change up. She fouls it back.
It's a good pitch. She got on her hands a little bit. She couldn't get the barrel head through. Shout out to concession stand. Great food. If you're anywhere around here and you're trying to figure out what to eat, I would eat this food above a lot of other foods in town for sure. Whoa.
Inside pitch again, and she pulls it over the dugout there for a foul ball. Count stays 3-2. Again, no outs. Top of the third. Runner on third. Score is 4-0 here.
Tell them Portland Sports Network sent you. They'll give you a 1% discount.
1% discount. Davy gets the signals. She goes into her windup. Change up. Fly ball to left field.
I hope she's out by a mile.
Got her. Don't try her. They tried Addie McKelvey in left field, and you're going to find out you can't do that. I mean, McKelvey caught the ball on the run, coming into home plate, and watching the runner, it was that should only been 2 outs.
I know. I'm looking on my thing.
Okay,
because that was shoemate, right?
Here comes everybody. Everybody comes back out on the field.
I'm looking at my thing and I go, I missed something. I really did. I was blaming myself.
I think the scoreboard had 2 outs or 3 outs there. So
see,
that's
luckily
2 outs.
we don't have the scoreboard then. No.
So that clears the bases right there. But again, I think the runner waited too long, and then McKelvey had a running start also. And then I knew after she caught it and the runner took off, I knew she was gunned. So
I knew she was gunned the minute she decided to take off. That's crazy to mess with her
pop
arm.
up to shortstop to Morgan Sells. Morgan Sells grabs it for the 3rd out, and we go into the bottom of the 3rd. Your score is 4-0. Your Panthers are trailing the Purples, and we'll be back here on the Portland Sports Network.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
This is Coach Danny Thompson, Portland High School Hall of Famer. You're listening to PHS Athletics on Portland Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We're in the bottom of the 3rd or 4th.
Bottom of 3rd.
There you go. Bottom of 3rd. I've done a lost game changer here. Bottom of 3rd. Your score is 4-0. Bowling Green over your Lady Panthers is right now. But again, the one inning that they got 3 runs off of was the inning that we had one base on ball.
Yeah, 1 walk, 3 hit batters.
Three hit batters. So when you do that right there, that means you just walked in another run. You put another run in there. That's 2 right there, and then a couple base hits brings the other 2 in. And so, like I said before the game, you just can't do that. We play pretty good. We hit good. We've shown that. We've left 5 people on base. We've gotten base hits. We can play the field pretty much. We've gotten better definitely in the last 4 games that we've done. It just our pitching has put us in a bind to where it's hard to come back when you load the bases up or you bring a run in just by how you're pitching at that time. And, you can't make those plays. It's different if you're making a play and the third baseman or somebody has a bad throw or drops a ball or something of that nature. That's different. But when, you're loading the bases up or you're putting base runners on, that's where, like I said, that's the one part of the game that we have to really work on.
Yeah, our human cannon, Addie McKelvey, the left fielder, she popped up second baseman last time. Man, don't run on her. She's going to get you.
I think I've watched her throw about 5 people.
I've watched her
at
throw
home.
3.
I've watched her throw 4 at home and 1 at third base.
She just walked. Did a good job there getting on base. Yeah, they definitely, when they give awards, you know, they make awards for all kinds of stuff at the end of the year. They definitely need to give a Cannon Award because one is that's a good award. I mean, if you got someone on the team that's got that kind of arm, they should get rewarded for it because there ain't a lot of people that can throw like that. So we got Weatherford up. She struck out the last time up. She fouled off a pitch. So I believe she's, let's see what game changer is. She's either 0-1 or 0-2. 0-1. Pitch is high. McKelvey bluffed to go to second. First baseman hustling for a foul ball. She almost got over there. It was a good hustle by her, but not giving up on that ball.
That's going to bring the count to 1-2.
Now here, I haven't been in enough games to know if Weatherford's a striker outer or contact person consistently. If she's a contact person, non-line drive, it might be a good time to take off to see if you can open a hole somewhere. But you don't want to go if the person's got a habit of hitting pop-ups. That'll drive you nuts.
She's kind of been hit and miss in the last game. Last Thursday, she was kind of hot. Like I said, she hit the home run, then she started hitting a couple base hits there.
Boy, that shortstop can cover some ground over there.
She's tall, but she's
she almost
athletic.
outran the third baseman to get to that ball.
That's going to be a foul ball there. That's going to take the count to 2-2. No outs. We've got a runner on first. Good eye. High and outside. Weatherford sits there and watches it go by. Count's going to become 3-2 now. She fouled it off straight back.
Yeah, shout out to my wife and best friend. She's doing some gardening that I just couldn't get to. And the weeds were taking over the house. So she took the bullet and stayed home. She wanted to come to the softball game, but we needed to get those weeds pulled.
Shot down first base just outside the bag for a foul ball. Weatherford stays alive here. Count's going to be 3-2 still. I like the way the batters have been making this pitcher work.
Yeah, we got our tomatoes planted.
Did you?
Yes. Couldn't have done it without her. Too many ball games going to.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
She didn't know she got hit by a pitch. She didn't know if she should jump forward or jump back, and it hit her right on the side of the knee. You know, where earlier, you know, the girl got hit in the thigh.
Yeah, you can get over a thigh pop a little bit
that
better.
That one right
than,
there is bone.
Yeah.
You got that right on the bone there.
Bone hurts, especially ankles. I remember years ago with the Oakland A's, I believe his name was Bert Capaneris, a little second baseman shortstop for the Oakland A's, fast base runner. And they were playing somebody, and the dude hit him in the ankle. And it just kind of pushed a little button that you didn't want to push. He got up and threw the bat at him. Said, hit me anywhere, but don't hit me in the ankle.
That right there got her in the knee, looked like. And the thing is, with Weatherford as a catcher, that's going to affect her squatting down probably. So we might be
okay.
You might be looking at Bree Roberts coming in as catcher.
Catchers are tough. She's going to spit and get over it real quick.
She can keep it moving. She'll be fine. She sits around for just a small length of time. That's going to sit there and seize up and swell up, and that's when it's tomorrow. She's going to feel it tomorrow, definitely.
Yeah, Napier's up now. She walked her first time at the plate.
So you got no outs. Runners on first and second. First pitch to Napier is high for ball one. Second pitch, high again for a ball two.
Here she needs to be looking for one pitch, one location that she can drive Other than that, lay off of it.
I'd like to see if she can go to right center. That sun's in the right fielder's eye. Pass ball.
Yeah, I'm giving that a wild pitch. That thing was smoking in the dirt all the way there.
You've got a pitcher warming up for the Bowling Green Purples.
The thing about taking the ball to right field is if the ball's not pitched outside, you can't take the ball to right field.
True. Ball 4, that's 4 pitches high. Actually 3 high, 1 inside low, but that's going to be 4 balls. We're going to have a...
and actually 5 balls in a row because she hit the batter before that.
That's
so
true.
that obviously was probably a ball, right? Hit somebody.
Yeah, it'd be just a bit inside. We got the bases loaded now for the Panthers, so no outs. So we can really just explode here and get back into this ball game.
Yeah, we got Thornton up to bat. She struck out her last time.
And the thing is, we don't have to do it with one swing. That's, everybody wants to sit there and be the hero there, but the thing is, I'll take just a shot. Give me a hot shot into the outfield. Let it get in there for a base hit, because base hit should sit there and score 2.
Yeah, normally if you're the hero, you're flying out or striking out. You just got to get up there and hit the ball solid, and whatever happens, happens.
First pitch swinging.
It's a good cut, though.
It was. I like the bat speed that come around right there. She fouls it off. Count's going to be 0-1. Here comes the next pitch. High and outside. So this pitcher who's pitching is now up to 66 pitches. And what we've done for 3 innings now is taken her deep and into the counts on everything, pretty much.
Fouled that one off, so we got 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs, bases loaded. Portland trailing 4-0, bottom of the 3rd.
Count's going to be 1-2. Comes a pitch, she fouls it off again. I don't know if she's I ain't going to say she's guessing, or she's picking the ball late because she's fouling everything off to first base, or if she's looking for a pitch and just trying to protect here.
Yeah, that'd be pretty impressive if she's fouling it off till she finds something she wants. I mean, some people do. I mean, I coach that, but to be honest with you, 1% of the kids I can get to that level with them where we talk about fouling balls off. You get those athletes very, very seldom.
Pass ball. Runners move up. Addie McKelvey will score. That's going to make the score 4-1. Runners on 2nd and 3rd now. No outs here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Base hit will probably score 2, depending on the location of the base hit.
Thornton has a full count. She fouls it off third base right there. Looks like a little change up there. I tell you what, they had Bowling Green had a pitcher out there warming up, and they brought her back into the dugout. You would think that she was going to bring her in, but they're staying with number 33 here, and I'm okay with that. Ooh, that was nice. Swing and a miss for a 3rd strike. It's going to be your first out. It was a good cut.
Yeah, well, now we got Bree. See, I did it. Bree Roberts up.
Yep.
She fouled off to the first baseman the last time up. So at least the one thing we want to get a ball through the infield, obviously, but the worst case scenario, maybe give us a pop out in the outfield for a tag and score. Or a bunt. Oh, what a play by the third baseman.
Man. So Bree Roberts turns to bunt. She fouls it up in the air, and the third baseman was charging and was able to catch the ball in foul territory for 2 outs.
Now we got Story Russell up, who walked her first time.
Story takes the first pitch as a strike. Count's going to be 0-1. Now with 2 outs. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Ball's low and inside. Count's going to be 1-1 now. Comes the pitch. Rips it. It's fair. Oh, foul ball. The way everybody looked.
That would have scored 2 runs.
Yeah, Story Russell takes that down third base, but just a little bit outside the white chalk for a foul ball there. The way Coach Tucker looked when she turned to watch it land, I thought it was fair. Count's going to be 1-2 now to Story Russell.
He could have called her out there.
Yeah. Low and outside is what we're going to say for ball 2. Count's going to be 2-2.
And it was a little low, but, you know, that's the strike zone sometimes in girls softball.
Nice. Story fouls it off straight back. Count's going to stay 2-2. We got 2 outs. It's 4-1, bottom of the third. Panthers are trailing, but we got runners on second and third here. A base hit to the outfield should bring in 2. Hard shot down third base, foul ball.
She's staying alive.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if they got grilled chicken on the menu yet over there at the concession stand. Hosted and ran by the quarterback club, who does a great job.
There it is. She let the same pitch go by this time outside, but this time it was up just enough to where the umpire called a strike. That's going to be your third strike and your third out. That's going to finish 3 innings there where your Lady Panthers are trailing the Bowling Green Purples 4-1 going to the top of the 4th. We'll be back. You're listening to Panther Softball here on Portland Sports Network. Welcome back, Panther fans. Going into the top of the 4th. Score is 4-1. Bowling Green Purples lead your Lady Panthers. Had a good threat on the last inning there, at the bottom of the inning there. Again, our bats are there. We just can't get the runners in to score. And we've had now, we should be, 6 runners left on base?
7.
Okay. Number 10 is up for Bowling Green. Hits it down third base line, high in the air. Oh, Story Russell makes a catch over his shoulder in foul territory for the first out.
And I believe that was number 10, Kington, up the bat.
Yes.
So now we're back to Ferris. She got hit by a pitch the last time, was stranded on third.
Shot to Story Russell, who throws her out. 5-3. Great play by Story right there. 2 quick outs.
Now we're back top of lineup. They're really good shortstop. Klein, she's had 2 base hits, a stolen base tonight. Be interested to know what grade she's in.
I know she's tall.
Yeah, I would be surprised if she's not some level college ball player.
Definitely. Watching the ground that she can cover at shortstop and watching her hit. She takes ball number 2, low and inside there. Count's going to be 2-0 now. This is one where I think you do try to pitch. Try to pitch her and you try to paint the corners the best you can. Ball's going to be inside for another.
Yeah, I call it pitching around her.
Yeah.
Get her to swing and miss stuff first. And then if you got to come after her, I mean, I'm not going to give her a walk. But if you got to come after her, get behind the count, then you're going to have to come after her.
Nice. Nice off speed right there. Right down the middle for a strike. The count's going to be 3-1 now. As Davies has done pretty good. She's only at 48, 49 pitches. Ooh.
I would think that baseball would have a problem hitting that wall like that. But I guess, softballs must not be like baseballs. You hit a baseball like that, that ball's got to come out. I don't even know what a softball runs nowadays. Quality. I know baseballs probably run about $4.50 to $5 once you break them down. But I don't know what a good quality softball costs.
Davies' last pitch is low into the inside for a walk. Leadoff walk.
Anybody out there in softball land, Texas, or you can say something on YouTube, can't you? Give a comment. Let us know how much softballs are.
Shot down first base, caught by Napier for the third out. No hits, 1 walk, no runs. Score remains 4-1. Bowling Green over your Lady Panthers going into the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back. You're listening to Panthers Softball on the Portland Sports Network. Welcome back, Panther fans. Going into the bottom of the 4th, where the score is 4-1. Bowling Green over your Lady Panthers right now with the Keeley Turner coming up to bat. And then we'll be back to the top of the lineup.
Yeah, she reached on an error the last time up by the second baseman. When she tried to tag her, couldn't tag her, then threw it away at second.
Would that not be a fielder's choice, kind of?
No, it's E4.
First pitch was a strike. Second pitch, Turner fouls it straight back.
But I did tag the E4 too. Yeah, that's an E4. That's what I'm giving it. You could call it a fielder's choice.
Fielder's
E4.
choice because she tried to tag
Yeah, she tried
the
to tag
runner,
somebody else. Yeah, but
and then the E4 on the throw.
But our fans are above intelligence. They knew what I was talking about. And I don't claim to be a scorer. That's my wife's gig.
Count is 1-2 to Turner. Oh, she goes after a pitch high for strike 3. That's going to be 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yes, but technically that was a fielder's choice because she hit the ball to second, and the runner was the one who got on by the mistake, but nobody got out. Normally when I do a fielder's choice, somebody gets out. You know what I mean? And since nobody got out, I just call it an E.
Morgan Sells is up. She bounced it down first base line, and there's going to be no play. And what was good about that is she took it down first base. Everybody was trying to bunt down third base. That pitcher, when Morgan sat there and squared a bunt, the pitcher actually started coming off the mound toward third base side and had to redirect. So that was a great bunt right there by Sells.
And it was a hit, period.
Yes.
Because it was such a great bunt. Even if the the pitcher had a moment to get to it, she wasn't going to get her out. And I normally give great bunts benefit of the doubts because it's a selfish act that you're trying to help your team out by not swinging as hard as you can.
That brings up Davies, the pitcher. She bunts it, slaps it down to third base. That's out.
She's out. That was a nice play. So we got Davies with a bunt.
We got a double play. Yep.
Yeah, which was a 5-3. And then Sells trying to stretch it to third was out by a 3. I couldn't tell who caught it, shortstop or third baseman.
I think third baseman.
Okay, so a 3-5. So it was a double play. It was a very well executed play by Bowling Green.
It was. It was aggressive base running right there on Sells. It did look like no one was actually covering third base. That's why when she rounded second,
Short was late on the rotation, but she was there when it mattered.
And I don't know who came up because I don't know if the third baseman came back to third base. If she did, that was a heck of a play because she's the one that made the throw over to first.
Yeah, the shortstop should have rotated around her, but I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't see which one actually caught it. They both looked like they were in the vicinity at the end of the play.
And it almost looked like, the angle was that when she rounded second, she rounded so much, she had to come back into third base instead of making a shorter turn there.
Yeah, but it was a good hustle play.
It was.
You wouldn't expect them to.
Like I said, you round second, you pick up the third base coach right there before you even hit second, and you can even see that there's no one on third. So why not sit there and go for it?
Yeah, I've got no problem with that aggressive play. Bowling Green just executed extremely well. So that is the end of the 4th inning, and scores 4-1. Bowling Green, extremely purples are leading your Lady Panthers. So coming up for Bowling Green in the top of the 5th is Stewart. Stewart's got a walk and a ground out to short tonight. So she's 1 for 1.
Whoever's doing Game Changer was trying to figure out, I guess.
Yeah, that's a tough gig.
I'm just now getting everything that just happened.
Yeah, I can't stand Game Changer for that fact right there.
Great shot right there.
Yeah, Stewart lined out to third.
Line shot to Story Russell. Russell was able to make the catch right there. Good job. 1 out.
Yeah, that's where Game Changer is it hinders you more than anything. Because you've got so many little buttons that you have to pick, and you got to pick them in the right order. Like where a lot of people butcher stuff is like sacks. They call them more fielder's choices than, sacks, and that takes people's average away. Like a fly out instead of a sack fly, they'll give it a F7. And
Davies, first pitch, strike.
Yeah, Turner's up to bat. She hit into a double play earlier and then got a base hit and ended up scoring on a passed ball.
High and inside. Count's going to go 1-1. Davies is up to 54 pitches, which I guess isn't bad compared to we've really made the Bowling Green pitcher really have to work. And when they come back out, I'll look. I guarantee she's almost to 70 already. Low on the third pitch. It's going to be 2-1. Rutherford gets a signal. High for ball 3. Count is now 3-1.
Yeah,
One out.
We need to try to get settled back in.
Here comes the signal. High into the outside for ball 4.
Yeah, Morrison's up now. She lined out to left field, and she got a base hit and was stranded at third. Or actually, yeah, she was gunned down at the plate on a fly out by McKelvey, so she got out there. But she's 1 for 2 for the night.
Comes the first pitch. It's a foul ball out of play down the first baseline. Count's going to be 0-1. Again, we're in the top of the 5th, where Bowling Green is now leading your Lady Panthers 4-1. They have a runner on first. Ball's hit to Story, third base. Takes a hop, hits her right in the chest. Does a great job keeping the ball in front of her. Can't make the play at first. Make sure that the runner stays at second there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm without a doubt sure they're going to score that in error. But, man, that ball, it was tough hit. It's when a ball comes up on you, I don't care how good of an infielder you think you are, it's just tough to make that play. It really is.
So now you got runners on second and first with 1 out. Ooh. Pitch is just outside. Count's going to be 1-0. Down and inside for second pitch. Or was it Shoemake? Is it her name?
Let me look here.
19?
19 is Shoemake, yes.
Okay. She fouls it off, brings the count to 1-1. Davies with the pitch. Pops it up. It should be Weatherford, and she drops it into fair. Oh. She calls it
infield fly rule.
Batter's out. Runners do advance. So now you have runners on second and third, 2 outs.
And this is where I miss my scorekeeper extraordinaire. I got number 10 up to bat here, but I need to see what
25.
the game changes. Okay, so I got something out of whack somehow or another, but I'll figure it out. But we do have 2 outs. And Cartwright has hit by pitch and popped up to shortstop. So hopefully she'll get out so I can get my game changer fixed. But if not,
it's low and inside.
We got runner at third. We got runner at second. And
count's going to be 1-1 now. No pitch.
Ooh, good
Timeout
thing it
called.
hit her foot.
Couldn't tell you what they call timeout for.
So I think I've got it straight. Out, walks.
It had to do with something that
Base
Davies
hit.
did. They're talking to Davies right now.
Big pitch here.
Pop up to shortstop. Sells makes the catch for the third out.
Yeah, that was a big out.
Going into the bottom of the 5th. Scores 4-1. Bowling Green over your Lady Panthers. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, Panther fans. Going into the bottom of the 5th here, the score is 4-1 Bowling Green over your Lady Panthers. Again, playing with fire a little bit, putting base runners on the bases, getting them over to second and third, and then be able to get out of it. But that's a sign of a good, pitcher fighting back through some adversity and everything.
Yep, you just got to keep battling.
Adam McKelvey's up. Let's start off the bottom of the 5th. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch, she bounces it up the middle.
Wow. That shortstop's got a cannon. Oh, man. I wonder if she's got any middle school baseball eligibility left. I could use her for sure. Man, she made that play. I mean, it was a tough ball. McKelvey did a good job of, why does this guy keep sending me his practice test when he's for 2 years now? I keep saying, dude, you passed it. Just take the real test. But anyway, sorry, McKelvey, that was a nice little slap hit there, but their shortstop just caught it and just unloaded a throw. I thought the first baseman was going to die catching it, but that was a big time play.
And you could tell when she throws it, she had movement on it because the catcher, the first baseman at the last second had to move her glove at the last second. Shot down third base.
Oh,
safe.
Why was she catching it with 2 hands there? If you stop for a minute and think about, you're stretched, right? And then you're going to get this other hand here to try to catch it. Just catch it with 1 hand.
So
big glove, it's going to go in.
Rutherford takes it down third base line. Third baseman makes a great play. Backhands it, makes a throw over to first, but hops it over there, and the first baseman can't handle it.
It's still an error on the first baseman. Field your position, for goodness sake.
Pass ball. Rutherford goes to second.
I'm absolutely just sorry. The ball was a true hop. It came. I mean, she had time to easily catch it. It wasn't like a bang bang hop.
Yeah.
So and it hit her smack in the glove. You got to catch it. Her second hand is what screwed her up there. I don't know why she felt the need to catch it with 2 hands.
Napier takes the second pitch and fouls it off down first base. Count's going to be 1-1. We have 1 out. Scores 4-1. Bottom of the 5th here for your Lady Panthers. Rutherford takes a base hit, takes a pass ball. She's on second. Third pitch to Napier now is a ball. Count's going to be 2-1 now.
So whoever is the scorer for Portland, hats off, because she gave it an E3 as well. But there's a lot of people that would have tagged it on the person who made the throw.
Shots in the short left center. It drops.
Well, the outfielder made a huge mistake there because the runner at third was they're easy. There was no play at all. And she let the girl come in, Napier. Is that who hit it? Yeah, Napier got the base hit and then came in on the throw.
So Napier gets a single, goes to second on the throw back to third. We have runners in second and third now with 1 out.
And it's a ball game. Let's get a hit. We only got 1 out. A base hit through.
Mikhail Thornton is up to bat. It's a bunt.
Whoa, why didn't she make a play anywhere? Oh,
we got 2 runners. Wow.
The pitcher.
Hang on, we got to let me explain this. You got to let me explain this. So we
you
bunted.
can have it, buddy.
We bunted. Thornton bunted right in front of home plate. The pitcher picks it up and acts like she's going to throw to first. And so our runner on third, Weatherford, takes off and then stops and comes back to third. Once she realizes that, Napier is sitting on third. So now Napier has to take back and run back to second. The ball was thrown over to third base. The shortstop did not know what to go with it because Weatherford came back.
The pitcher hot potatoed it to her.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't her fault. The pitcher absolutely doesn't know a thing about softball. She obviously just pitches. They call it a foul ball. I was lucky because that was going to be a double play.
I was going to say it was bases loaded. So we're now 1 out, bases loaded, and what just happened now is Roberts hit it down third base. Third baseman Ashley caught it. Weatherford came back to third, but it's full base. It's bases are loaded, so she has to go.
Yeah, Roberts has fouled out twice. Once to the first baseman and one trying to bunt it.
Shot to left field.
Oh, my.
What
How
are we
many outs
doing?
are there?
We didn't tag up.
Throw it. It's a triple play. Out and out. So I don't know how many outs there were. We only needed 2.
We had 1 out. They got 2 because we caught so we caught the ball in left field, or they caught the ball in left field. Weatherford never tagged up. She took off. So when they threw it, oh my goodness.
It didn't look like we tagged at third either.
We didn't.
We just both of them took
Thornton
off.
took off. Or Weatherford took off. I'm sorry. Weatherford took off. So we would catch it in the outfield. Bam, that's 2 outs. She throws it over to third.
And both of our runners were
Both
running
runners,
full
one
speed.
was going, yeah. They're both. So they throw it to second. Naturally got
4
the
outs.
runner.
Yeah, we got 4 outs
Yeah.
that inning. And if we'd thrown it to first, we might have got 5 outs.
So it just not knowing how many outs. You had players ready to do what needed to be done. They let them make the bonehead mistake right there on that bunt.
They killed. Yeah, we
so,
loaded the bases with 1 out.
And then that could have been.
And it was a sac fly at
Yep,
the very worst.
Yep.
And
wow.
What makes you aggravated sometimes is the batter did their job. They got me a ball that I could tag on. So basically now, instead of her getting a sac fly, guess what she gets?
An out.
Just an out. Yeah, no sac fly at all. Just an out.
No RBI, no nothing.
No nothing. Just an out.
So that's tough. Again, it's not Little League. You shouldn't have to have the coach telling you how many outs there is. You should know.
Well, that's the one thing I do. After every AB, I want my players looking at me doing this. Right? Every batter. Not when they get on first base, find out how many outs there are and tell me.
I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying you shouldn't have to do it.
No, as a coach, you should not have to do it.
But
I do it in middle school because they're middle school kids.
People don't do it in high school. They tell you in the pros. You watch the pros in college. The coaches will tell you, on the.
But
corners.
I make the players tell me how many outs there are, and man, I lose my voice before half game's even over. Sometimes screaming across the field like, "Will you please tell me how many outs there are?" But yeah, in the high school level, you should know for sure. And then, like I said, I make them show me every runner. I look at them like when we have a problem at first. Sometimes they'll get to first and they'll start talking to first base coach. I go, eyes on me the whole time. You can talk to someone without looking at them.
Yeah.
But you better tell me how many outs there are. And if you don't know, ask the first base coach while you're still staring at me. But, yeah, that could have cost them a ball game right there for sure. Because it was going to be 4-2 at the worst.
First pitch by Davies is a ball. Second pitch is a strike. We're in the top of the 6th now. Score still 4-1. Bowling Green over the Lady Panthers. Have 1 ball, 1 strike. And now we don't have numbers. It just says player. So I don't know who this is.
She just got hit by a pitch. I had Kington in that spot, but remember I kind of screwed the last inning up a little bit, so I don't know.
I don't know if that was.
It was a pitch runner that came in.
17,
They may have kept her in the ball game.
Yeah, they did. That was number 17.
But I just need to know who she's coming in for so I can fix that. 17 is in for Ken. So I was in the right spot.
What was funny, well, it's not funny, but just reaction, watching people react when things happen. The ball was coming in low. She knew that she needed to get out of the way. She picks up her back foot and not her front foot. And the front foot is what got hit.
So Ferris is up now. She lays down a bunt to the pitcher. It's a pretty bang play. You got to give her a base hit there.
So she bunted a great bunt. Davies goes up and picks it up and tries to throw it first, but she beats the throw out.
Yeah, now we're at top of the lineup. It's a place we do not want to be. Klein, she's 2 hits and a walk. So on paper, she's 2 for 2. On base, she's 3 for 3.
I know Davies was out with an injury a couple games ago. She would come back last week. She's now kind of favoring her throwing shoulder. So I don't know if she just did something there or that's what. Now the umpire went out to talk to her. And looks like she at first the umpire looked at Coach Tucker and them wanted to know if she wanted to come out. But Davies just said she's good. She's going to throw. So
tough situation right here, the Lady Panthers. A bunt, there's no way they're going to get her, so you got to give that a base hit, and everybody moves up a bang.
And that throw, I mean, that bunt, the two bunts have been, now Morgan Sells is telling Coach, hey, you need to come out. Davies is in a lot of pain right here. So it looks like.
Because the ump's making a force change to me.
Well, I mean, you could tell Davies was in a lot of pain right there after that last throw to first. And so, that's to where you got to take care of the players. And that's good. Whether it's the umpire said, hey, go ahead and get her out. Davies just walked off. She sat there. I mean, Morgan sat there. Sells sat there and was motioning to the coach going, hey, you got to, get her out of here. And Davies made the choice.
Is that Thompson warming up?
So that
I can't tell from here.
That's Bree Roberts.
Okay,
So
what number is that?
Number 20.
20, okay, I see it now finally.
So Roberts will come in to pitch. And I believe she was either flex or extra player earlier in the game. And so there would be no changes in the outfield or infield or anything like that. But the bases will be loaded, with no outs. We're in the top of the 6th. Bree Roberts comes in. And all you got to do is pitch. Let your infielders make the play if it's in there.
Yeah, perfect thing would be hit to third, throw to the plate, go. I don't know if girls go back to first or come back to third.
I don't know if you got enough time, yeah.
But get to force at the plate for sure.
Ooh, that looked good right there. Nice off-speed pitch right there. Looked like she got it in right there across the chest, but umpire calls it a ball.
Yeah, we got Yarborough up. She's grounded out to third, flew out to center, and popped up to third, or to first, my bad.
Second pitch a little short. Will be 2 balls and no strikes. No outs. Yeah, like you said, the best thing you do is have something. That's a strike right there. Count's gonna go 2-1. Have something to hit to you. Gotta know that play's going home here. Outside. Count's gonna go 3-1. And you can't walk her, So if you're going to sit there and give them a run, make them earn it. So
yeah, give your defense a chance to make a play.
Come with your best pitch right there, whether it be a fastball or what. That's going to be ball 4. As she goes low with the pitch. And she's going to walk the batter, and that brings in a run. The score is going to be 5-1 now. And we're still sitting with bases loaded. Still sitting with no outs as we're in the top of the 6th. Pitch, a little high. Count's going to be 1-0. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be outside. Count's going to go 2-0. Comes a pitch. It's going to be low. They're going to call it 3-0.
Yeah, it's tough. We got to get something here. That's a strike. Whoa. A little high. It was girl. I mean, girls go a little higher in the belt, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Going to be ball 4. So
I agree with him.
That's 8 straight balls right there for Bree. She's got to calm down. Maybe go have the catcher go out and talk to her. Maybe have one of the infielders go talk to her a little bit. But that's going to bring in another run.
Yep, Turner's up. She grounded into a double play, got a base hit, and a walk.
Going to make the score 6-1 now. Bases are still loaded, no outs. Nice play by Story. Yes, there you go. So Bree makes a strike, comes back, ball's hit down third base. Story did the right play right there. She goes home for the second out, or for the first out, I'm sorry. And Weatherford had no play after that. She's looking to go back to Story at third, but everybody was there already. So
Nope, she did perfect.
Yep.
She cut the lead run down.
So now we're going with one out. Bases are still loaded. But again, that's what Roberts has to do right there. She's got to understand that she's got outfielders there and people behind her to make these plays, that she don't have to pitch perfect.
Yeah, Morrison's up right now. She's got L7 base hit and another base hit.
First pitch is going to be high for ball one. Second pitch is going to be low. Going to be ball two. Count's going to be 2-0. Again, we have one out, top of the sixth here. Bowling Green has bases loaded. Nice pitch. Took a little off there. Be a swing and a miss for a strike. Count's going to be 2-1 now. As Robert winds up. Man. Going to be a little high right there. Count's going to go 3-1 now.
Just keep battling. That a girl. Don't have to tag there. It's a force play.
So the hit is to shortstop to Sells. She goes to third for the force out. Runner does score. That's going to make it 7-1. But we have two outs. Runner on first and second now. I believe he's wanting, I think Bowling Green coach is wanting to pinch run, maybe. Yep. And that's your pitcher that they're pitch running for. So I believe there is a rule in softball that you can pinch run for your pitcher.
Catcher and pitcher.
Yep.
So we got first and second.
Yep.
Two outs. 7-1.
First pitch is a ball. And this is where Roberts has to not get frustrated with the umpire or the calls. She's not getting the calls. Continue to pitch.
That's your only option.
Yeah. I mean, if he's not calling that one pitch, it looks like a strike there to me. A little high, though. You're not getting that call. Start working on your location. Start working on your release on where, there it is. Nice pitch down the middle. Fouled off. It's going to be 2-1. The count now. You've got two outs. We're in the top of the sixth. Bowling Green has scored 2 so far in this inning to make it 7-1. Shot down third base, foul ball. Count's going to go 2-2. Again, right now, if you're Roberts, you just come with the best pitch you got.
Yeah, you just don't want to walk her.
Let the girls behind you make the play for you. Nice.
I guess they called hit by batter or what's going on there? Did it hit her bat?
It hit the knob of the bat.
Yeah, so you got to give that a base hit for sure.
And so no one knew what to do.
I think it fooled everybody. I'm not going to give it a hit until. But you could hear something up here.
You could hear it hit metal.
Right.
I just didn't know if it was going to be fair or foul.
Right.
But the way the umpire set their motion right there, he motioned that it hit the knob of the bat. And that's part of the bat. It's fair.
Perfect bunt.
So bases are loaded.
Unconventional, but it was perfect.
Bases are loaded. We got two outs, top of the seventh here. The first pitch is going to be a ball. Count's going to be 1-0.
So we got Cartwright up, hit by pitch, popped to short, and popped to short.
Strike called. Counts and go 1-1.
Hitter.
Hit her. She goes and try to go inside. Hits her in the shin. That's going to advance everybody up one base. That's going to have a score come in. That's going to make the score 8-1. Coach Tucker has come out. It's called a timeout. It's called the infield in. Talking to the girls in the infield now.
Yeah, I think they bat around. Which that brings number 17 back up. She started the inning off sub. I think she was the pitch runner that got to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was hit by a pitch, ended up scoring a run. So the wheels have definitely came off.
Yeah, and it all goes around. Goes around the pitching, and that's what we talked about a little bit before the pregame. From what I've seen in these 4 games that we have broadcasted. So Roberts comes up. First pitch is fouled off down the first base line. Count's going to be 0-1. We're in the top of the 6th. Bowling Green is ahead 8-1. 2 outs. We're looking for that 3rd out. See, that's where they're looking like they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to throw there, but her and Weatherford and Davies will have trouble with whatever that pitch is right there, and it hangs in their hand and it goes up and high outside.
Good for the ump, though. He's not getting caught up in the bad inning. A lot of times umps will expand their zone, and which I don't agree with. It is what it is. You got to get the ball in the zone. Now, it's going to take him a while to get paid for not calling some of the iffy strikes, but it is what it is.
Count is 3-1. Ball is up. It is hit to Morgan Sells at shortstop. She catches it for the 3rd out. That will take us to the 3rd, or to 13. Takes us to the bottom of the 6th.
The coach probably would say, let's start back there because it was close then.
Takes us to the bottom of the 6th where the score is 8-1. With Bowling Green is ahead of your Lady Panthers. We'll be back right after this.
Tennessee Commission for the United States Semiquincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
This is Portland High School Hall of Famer Philip Gunnar Thayer. You are listening to PHS Athletics on Portland Sports Network.
From phones and laptops to toys and tools, many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives. When a facility goes up in flames, trash and recycling services can be shut down for weeks or even months. The good news, battery fires are easy to prevent. Just remember, never throw batteries in the trash or recycling bin. Always tape the ends and drop them off at a safe collection site or mail them in using a certified return box.
Welcome back, Portland sports fans. We're here at Portland High School softball field. Your Lady Panthers are down 8-1 against Bowling Green Purples. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Story Russell's at the bat. Story has walked and got called on strikeout. Panthers need to put something together. We've left quite a few people on base tonight. See if we can get a rally going here. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch comes in a little low, also a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. Nice night. It's a little chilly. Not bad at all. The wind's finally died down just a little bit, but it'll kick back up. Give it a moment. Ball high. So I don't know in girls softball if it's any different, but in boys baseball here, you move up in the box and get tight and try to really crowd the plate to see if you can get that ball forward and get on base. That ball's right down the middle of the plate. So 3 balls, 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Russell hits the ball. Catcher gets to it, not in time, so we're going to give Russell a base hit on that ball. Just a little short number off the bat. Didn't go very far, but it was effective. Caught everybody kind of flat-footed. So now we got Turner up to bat. Turner has reached on a fielder's choice and struck out. We need to try to get us a ball hit through the gap here somewhere, get on base, or, walk if that's the case. But we definitely need to get some runners home. First pitch a little high. She swung anyway for a strike. And I think we've got a pitch hitter, but I'm not sure yet. I'll find out on Game Changer here in a minute when they got it. Yeah, they got Thornton's up to bat right now. So this is her first at bat. That ball's a strike. So right now we've got no balls, 2 strikes. And that's a called strikeout. So Lady Panthers, 2 up, 2 down. No, excuse me, that's the first out of the inning. I'm sorry. Story Russell singled on a little slap base hit in front of the pitcher the last at bat. So we're up to the top of the lineup. Morgan Sells. Morgan's got a double tonight, a fly out to center, and a base hit. So she's 2 for 3 tonight, swinging a hot bat. First pitch, she drives it out to outfield. Nope, shortstop catches it. So anywhere close to the shortstop, it's going to be an out. She is an animal at short. And it's going to be interesting. I mean, when they came here to town, I really didn't care one way or the other who they were and what they did. But now I'm going to do some Googling and try to find this shortstop and see what she's all about. Because I'll just be shocked if she's not playing college softball on some level. And I don't even know what grade she is. Would you just freak out if she's a freshman? But I can assure you she's probably not a freshman. But she's good. Brooklyn Davies is up to bat now. I've got her reaching on an error. A pop-up to 6, shortstop, a bunt that turned into a double play.
It's going to be Kendall Gregory.
Gregory's hitting now?
Yeah. Davies went out with that injury, so they got Davies. They got Gregory.
I didn't know if she was hitting. Sometimes you can't throw, but you can hit.
Yeah. No, Gregory is actually your right fielder. And
so they just killed the DH, and is that what Davies was doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
She swung and missed. She's trying to just slap her base hit and run.
She's quick.
She is quick. But that third baseman's awful tight. She might all try to slap one to short or second where there's a little bit more time and distance to get there.
Yeah, if I'm going to slap it to third, I might try to just pop it over her head a little bit. Good eye right there. Catcher slid outside right there, trying to make her go chase, and it was good take right there.
So we got 2 outs. Runner at first. Gregory at the bat.
Good eye. Count's going to be 2-2 now.
I believe you.
Good eye, good eye. Yep. Hound outside, that's going to be ball 3. Brought the count back full. They're now awarding the,
What are they doing?
It was either ball 4 or they just awarded Gregory the first base and Story to second. So
yeah, why would you ever do that? I'm guessing they just got lost in the count.
I guess everybody did because even Game Changer had it 3-2. So,
all right, so we're going to give her a walk and put her on first. And we got McKelvey up to bat. She's popped up to second. She's walked, and she's grounded out hard to short.
So the pitcher's up to 112 pitches for Bowling Green.
But in softball don't matter, does it? Except
No,
for maybe you're tired or something?
You don't have a pitch count, and you just kind of, depending on what they got this week. You definitely don't want to over-pitch her, but.
And I would think since it's a non-district game, this isn't even their ace. I would think this is their third 4 pitcher at the very most.
That's going to be 3 balls, 0 strikes. It's going to be,
because that's what you use these kind of games for. Bowling Green's got a winning record, so that means, you try to work your depth on these kind of games.
That's going to be a call to strike. Going to make the count 3-1. McKelvey goes after that one. Same spot as the last pitch. Now it's 3-2. Full
you
count.
can tell she's a smart player, though. She backed out of the box and kind of refocused on what's going on this AB and not let that swing affect her.
Shot to the left center. Going deep.
She got her beat.
Beat the center fielder. Got a stand-up double. Gregory's going home. 2-run scores as McKelvey stands up with a double. Great shot.
It was a great shot, but what did it is when she swung at that ball that was outside, instead of letting it affect her mentally, she backed out of the box and she regathered her thoughts. And then she got back in the box with a clear head and did a great job of hitting that ball to the fence.
So stand-up double, 2 RBI. Makes the score 8-3 now in the bottom of the 6th. Still 2 outs. Shot to left center. It's hitting the fence. It's off the bottom of the fence. McKelvey's going to score. That's Weatherford. Stand-up doubles back-to-back. And that's the same spot Weatherford hit that home run the other night and everything. Just this time it didn't carry. The wind has died down. It was blowing out to center, left center. But that was nice shot right there.
Until that at bat, Weatherford had a strikeout called, hit by pitch, and it reached on an error by the third baseman. Now we got Napier, who's walked, and singled. That looked low to me.
Yeah. So first pitch is called strike.
You get the other pitcher. You can tell our pitcher is struggling, and you're really tighten the zone up on her, which I'm good with it if that's what you want to do. But that was not a strike.
Ball's hit over to first base. First baseman cannot make the play out of bounds territory.
Yeah, she looked a little shy going over towards that wall.
Yeah, you can tell she started reaching for that fence.
But she had plenty of room to make the play.
Foul ball.
But I'm glad she didn't.
Going to be 0-1 is count, 2 outs. Score is now 8-4. Bowling Green over your Lady Panthers.
It's a good foul. She's battling.
Yep. Napier fouls it off straight back. Now it's going to bring the count to 0-2. Comes the pitch. Good eye right there. High and outside. Count's going to go 1-2. Weatherford's on second. Napier's your batter.
Pity caught a strike on that. I might have got mad.
A little dribble back up to the pitcher. Pitcher tosses it over to the first base for the 3rd out. She hit that on the end of the bat. That's going to be 3 outs. That's going to be the end of 6, where the Bowling Green Purples are on top of your Lady Panthers 8-4 going into the top of the 7th. We'll be back.
Tennessee Commission for the United States Semiquincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
This is Coach Danny Thompson, Portland High School Hall of Famer. You're listening to PHS Athletics on Portland Sports Network.
Smoke
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
This is Portland High School Hall of Famer Philip Gunnar Thayer. You are listening to PHS Athletics on Portland Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We're in the top of the 7th as your Lady Panthers tries to get 3 outs here. They're behind 8-4 to the Bowling Green Purples. Nice little rally right there on this last inning and everything, and we had that going several innings there. We just couldn't get people in, and all of a sudden we start getting people in. Now we got to count on our pitching. Davies goes out with looks like an injury. Don't know for sure. I'll speculate, and I'll assume that's what it was, the way she was holding her arm. Bree Roberts has come in, has battled a little bit, and but first batter up for Bowling Green.
Yeah, it's number 3, Ferris. She's got hit by pitch, ground out to third, and a bunt single, and scored a run.
The count is 1-1. Ball's hit to
That's
Sells, the
gonna be
shortstop.
tough.
Yeah. That's where, like I said, not being critical, just telling you what the play is. Sells let the ball play her. She waited for the ball to get to her instead of charging it right there. And with the speed that they had on that batter.
Yeah, that's one of those things that it's called a V cut. It's a backhand over to your right ball, but you got to cut the angle down and backhand it so you, instead of you going over 10 feet, you cut it off and it's a lot closer. I wasn't watching. Was that a bunt?
Yep, that was a bunt.
And that was by Klein.
Yeah.
Who's
she can
got
bunt.
on base. She's 3 for 3 tonight.
And she's put it either Weatherford is not coming out and getting it, but she's putting it right between the catcher and pitcher. And that time Story went out for it too. And good job of McKelvey coming in from left field to cover third base to make sure that the runner going to second did not advance. So runner on first and second.
And that shouldn't happen. And at least in baseball, it shouldn't happen. The shortstop should rotate over and get on third, I would think. But McKelvey's showing her heads-up play. Oh, here's the wind. I said it was not.
Yeah.
It'd gone away. It decided it's going to come.
So it looks like the batter is up here trying to bunt. He's going to sit there, and they're going to play small ball here, trying to get more runs. Wind has picked up, as you can hear it in our mics. We got no outs. Runner on first and second. Here comes another bunt. Got her that
there.
time. Got her at first base.
That
Great
was
job by
Yarborough
Roberts.
there.
That time they knew where they was going. They knew what was coming. I wasn't surprised by it.
But on the Purples side of things, they did move the runners up, and that's kind of what you're wanting to do on a bunt anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So we got one out. Runners on second and third. Pitch is a little high.
So on paper, you should score that a sack.
I agree with you on that one.
So their third batter up now, Stewart.
Ball's hit to center field. Thornton's coming in on the run, tagging up.
Oh,
Throw is
she's gonna
off.
be safe. Ooh.
Yeah. So 2 outs. Thornton makes the catch in the center field. She knew the runner was going to try her. It just she threw it down the first base line, and good job by Weatherford going to get the ball. The runner scores from third. It's going to make the score now 9-4.
In there, and I haven't watched as many games as you have, but you know, in baseball, most center fielders don't have really great arms. Their forte is running like a deer, catching balls. But on there, if you're not normally a thrower out of the plate person, you might ought to take it over here to third to try to keep her hanging out at second and not be able to score on a wild pitch.
I think she rushed her throw a little bit. I don't think she set her feet and lined her stuff up. Shot to third base. Story Russell goes over to first base for the third out. Great job by Story right there. That's going to be 3 outs. They give up 1 run. And we're going into the bottom of the 7th. Your score is going to be 9-4. Bowling Green over your Lady Panthers. We'll be back after this. Well, welcome back, Panther fans. Going to the bottom of the 7th, where your Lady Panthers are behind 9-4. Looking for a 6-run rally here to take this win.
If everything's held true, this is Thornton up to bat. She struck out twice and reached on a E1 on a bunt.
Well, this should be McKinley.
McKinley?
I think it's McKinley. No, it's McKell. It's number 22.
Don't mess with my head like
well,
that.
I mean, it's...
And, hey, join the baseball broadcast tomorrow. Craig Ballantyne was going to be our special guest when the game was scheduled for Wednesday. So, being that he's a part owner of accountant, and tomorrow's tax day, right? Or is Wednesday tax day?
Wednesday.
But so tomorrow's probably the second busiest day of the year.
You got everybody.
He might not get to come, which really stinks, but I guess it is what it is.
Count is 2-0 to Thornton. Well, I guess it was 3-0, and it's now 4-0.
The little Portland Sports Network Longhorns just started their game. I guess we could just go over there real quick and do that.
I tell you, I was thinking about doing that this weekend, just walking over there, handing out our little cards. Want to know if anybody wants to show up on a Saturday, do a guest spot.
The one thing I am proud of, though, is I talked to both of the kids on that team that plays on my team, and, you know, we do drop 3. We use high school bats because that's good for them to learn how to use it. Well, that age 12 and under doesn't use drop 3 bats, but they're using theirs because they said, I'm wanting to learn how to use this bat, which is a major separator between kids that can and kids that can't.
So Bree Roberts is up to bat with Thornton over on first base. She takes the first 2 balls outside and high. Have a 2-0 count now. I'm sorry, a 2-1 count.
Yeah, Roberts popped up to first. She bunted into a line drive out and flew out to left field. So she's 0 for 3 tonight.
Hit right back to the pitcher. Pitcher goes over to first base. She gets out there. Thornton advances to second. It's going to be 1 out. Runner on second. Should be Story Russell up to bat now.
Yeah, early in the game when it's 0-0, 2-1, 3-1, you'd say, hey, way to move the runner over. But then there comes a situation when it's 9-4. Moving people over is not as important as getting a base hit and getting yourself on base. Russell, we've got her with a walk, a strikeout called, and a base hit, and a run scored.
So Russell's in the box. First pitch is high over the pitcher's head. Thornton goes over to third base on the pass ball.
The one thing I've noticed in softball, both teams are playing, the shortstops play way pinching to the right side, third base side for some reason. I don't really know.
Yep.
If they think everybody's going to pull the ball or what the deal is.
Nice take by Russell. She takes another one high. Count should go to 2-0. We have Thornton on third base. We got one out.
Whoa, that was a ball, buddy.
He widened that up for her.
Yeah, he
hadn't done nothing for us.
Yeah, he's doing a Doris Armstrong. If you don't call outs, you don't get paid and can't go home.
Count's going to go 2-1. Change up. She does get a piece of it. Makes the count 2-2 now to Story Russell. One out. Thornton is on third base. Bottom of the 7th inning. Scores 9-4. Hits it straight up to the pitcher. Out. That's going to be 2 outs.
Yep, and now we're down bottom lineup. Thornton, who her first at bat a couple innings ago, struck out, called. Unless they pitch hit for it, I don't know.
I think that's...
Or re-enter Turner, I don't know how that works in softball. It's Thornton per Game Changer. You got to love Game Changer. Until you don't love Game Changer.
So McKinley Thornton steps into the box. Takes the first pitch high. Going to be ball 1.
The key with Game Changer is, does your Game Changer person know how to keep score? That can be the scary thing.
Comes second pitch. Right down the middle. She takes it looking. It's going to be count. It's going to be 1-1 now.
Like when they're 6 and 7 and under, everything's a base hit. You watch the game and there's no errors. Really? There's 6 and 7 6-year-olds aren't going to make errors. That's unbelievable.
Ball is low. Count's going to go 2-1 now to Thornton. With Thornton on third. She fouls off the next pitch. Count's going to go 2-2 now. Counts 2-2 to McKinley Thornton.
But the Portland girls softball Game Changer person really impressed me on that error call earlier today. That means she knows what she's doing. Or he. I don't know if it's a he or her.
Pitches, I don't know either. Pitches outside. Count's going to go 3-2 now. 3-2 is the count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Lady Panthers were down by 5.
So let's see how experienced this catcher is. Nope. She needs to go back out to the pitcher's mound and talk to the pitcher for a few seconds to let this umpire clear himself out. Surely they do that in softball.
I think he's just going to take his time anyway. So foul ball. Count stays 2-2. Strikeout. That's going to end the game. That's going to be Bowling Green 9. Your Lady Panthers 4. We'll take a short break. Come back with in the scenarios, and after that, we'll get ready for baseball tomorrow night. But you're listening to Panther Softball on the Portland Sports Network. Welcome back, Panther fans. The final score, 9-4, Bowling Green Purple over your Lady Panthers. And again, Coach Thayer, what I've seen tonight, we've got the bats. We can pretty much make the plays in the infield and outfield and everything. It's the pitching that is right now is our Achilles heel. And, Davies was doing good. Hopefully, looks like she's got ice on her elbow. So whatever her injury was, it might have come back. And that's not good for the team there. Bree Roberts come in, did a great job, did the best she could. But again, over between the two pitches, you're looking at walks and hit by pitches. We had plenty of them, and that's where we get in trouble. And then all of a sudden, it's like we start playing well. And but again, it's just the pitching. We have to find some pitching. The rest of the year, that's what I would be looking for. I have not seen a JV game yet, so I don't know what we're looking at JV-wise, but maybe it's one of those where you start bringing some people in and letting them pitch there too. Other than that, what is your thoughts, and you got anything else?
Yeah, well, I'm sure Coach Tucker's got all that undertaken. She's looking for pitchers anywhere she can get them up. The stat line on Bowling Green had 9 runs, 9 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Portland had 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Funny thing about it is we had 6 people walk. We had 5 people get hit by pitches. Bowling Green, that we walked 6 of their people and hit 5 of their people. So it's kind of weird how that stat line worked out. But they took advantage of the walks and the hit by batsmen.
We got hit 5 times?
That's what it said on here. But anyway, I'd have to go look at my scorebook, and it's a disaster, so I'm not going to. But, yeah, I mean, we're making the plays tonight. We did the game. It's kind of cold. We wasn't making plays at all. It was just – but it was cold. Yeah. I'm blaming – I'm going to tell you, it's hard to catch a ball, softball or baseball, when your leather is cold. It just absolutely is. They look better tonight. Yeah, the big thing, I think, is our walks and hit by batters. That's killing us.
Yep.
Other than that, we've got a pretty solid little team, it looks like to me. So they just got to keep working at it. Maybe they can get the answer at pitching before the district tournament starts and make a little run like they did last year. So we'll just have to see. But the key is don't give up. Just keep working and working.
Quick update. Your Portland varsity baseball is right now winning over Montgomery Central 6-0 in the bottom of the 6th. And, again, we'll be live tomorrow night to broadcast the baseball game. But we appreciate you all listening in tonight. For Coach John Thayer, I'm Coach Miguel Medeiros. Thank you for listening in. You're listening to Panther Softball here on the Portland Sports Network.